Alright, this is my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling presents CMLL FANTASTICAMANIA 2011. This will be night 1. Okay, this is from Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. 1,800 fans. Opener was Taichi, douchebag, versus Máximo. It's a very fun opener. It's good to get the crowd pumped up. Máximo was kind of like a Dino or Goldust type character, where he plays on the homophobic fears of homophobic men. Yeah, these mind games, emphasis on the gay, were pretty cool. I found them quite entertaining. And Máximo, for a big guy, moves are really nice, really well. Some may call this sexual harassment or attempted rape, but I call it pretty fun. Then we had a 2 out of 3 falls match for the CMLL World Welterweight Championship. Máscara Dorada, the champion, versus Taguchi Ryusuke. 56%. The first fall was almost too sudden. Didn't see it coming, kind of shocked you. Took a while to sink in. I guess that's quite normal in Mexico, but still, I haven't seen it in a while. A decent match overall, but the steel line from George St. Pierre, I was not impressed by Dorada's performance. Taguchi carried him as best he could. I should mention that all championship matches in Mexico are 2 out of 3 falls, in case you didn't know. Then we had the CMLL World Middleweight Championship. Jushin Thunder Liger, the champ, versus La Sombra. Now, the Sombra is very over in Japan. Of course, Liger is even more over. So this was really a good match, but they did go a little overkill. But Liger deserves that because he's been around forever, so he can survive a lot of shit. It was 72%, definitely the match of the night up to this point. Really got behind Liger, so that was good. Then we had the IWGP Tag Team Championships. Giant Bernard and Karl Anderson, Bad Intentions, defending against Atlantis and Nakamura. I've never even seen Nakamura wrestle before this. I saw Atlantis once. This was a pretty good match, about 52%. It wasn't quite for me, but Bad Intentions looked really good. It's just the opposition, Atlantis and Nakamura, were, it's alright. Afterwards, the most notable part of this match, Bad Intentions calls out Muscle Orchestra. I believe that's what happened. So their little thing's starting. The next challengers are Muscle Orchestra, Strongman, and Nakanishi. So, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. They're building up pretty good now. Then we had Tiger Mask and La Máscara versus Ishii, Tomohiro, and Dragon Rojo Jr. Something like that. It's about 29%. I feel bad for Mexico. Dragon and La Máscara just stonk off the joint. It's like they were intentionally botching. I thought someone got hurt, but they wrestled the next night, so that wasn't it. The Mask Ishii confrontation was pretty good, but that couldn't save us from joining the Botchamania Hall of Fame one day. It's botchtastic, kind of fun to watch and like, whoa, that's bad, kind of way. It's not Jenna versus Charmel, thankfully. Then we had the main event, Tanahashi Hiroshi, the Mexican Phenom Mistico, and Prince Devitt versus Nakamura, Shinsuke, Averno, and Naito. So about 79%. Little note, apparently it was come as a fanatical racist douchebag day because Averno came out dressed like the Grand Wizard of the KKK. Other than that, the match was pretty good. Mistico was amazing. He does stuff that other people might be able to do, sort of, but it would look so fake and corny. Mistico just does it effortlessly and lands on his feet when other people never could. You gotta respect that amazing. Just no one else is like it. It was like Rey Mysterio back in the day. Nakamura was in top form. Even did a dive. There's lots of dives in this. Crowd was really hot. I definitely found that match of the night around 4-star neighborhood for me. So I really enjoyed it. Good finish, hot crowd, good match. Good way to close the show. Post match, actually, Averno and Mistico had a confrontation, and this leads to a 2 out of 3 falls match on the next show, night 2. Yeah, it made me want to see the Mistico versus Averno match. I won't spoil it for you, but you need to watch the aftermath, all of it. Something cool happens. It'll be worth it. And this wasn't a spectacular event, but it was very fun and completely unique. They had the Mexican announcer and the weird bells and the horns even. It's really unique to have that in Japan. But it got better in night 2, which is what I'm reviewing right now. That last one I give about a 7 out of 10. That night 2 was also from Korakuen Hall. It was the 23rd of January, the next night. The art opener was Jado and Gedo versus Máximo and Danshoku. Really, there could only be one score for a match like this, and that's 69%. Dino's a legend. Máximo was in top form. Jado and Gedo always perform, even though they're old. Then we had Atlantis and Dragon Rojo Jr. and Taichi versus Giant Bernard, Karl Anderson, and Jushin Thunder Liger. This is about 65%, really fun. At one point, everyone was doing outside dives, and even Giant Bernard. Bernard's the motherfucking man, and he needs a title shot as soon as possible. Bad Intentions is looking badass, and I'm hoping they take down Muscle Orchestra. Sorry, juice heads, you get offended by that, but you know, Muscle Orchestra's show and Bad Intentions just go. Then we had CMLL World Trios title in a Captain's Fall match. La Sombra, Máscara, Dorada, and La Máscara champions versus Takahashi Yujiro, Naito, and Nakamura. This is 72% of them. A very good Captain's Fall match. The Sombra's unstoppable, and basically this match is 2 out of 3 falls. And I think you have to pin one guy and then pin the captain. I think you might have to perform an outside dive too. It's Mexico. It's crazy, crazy drug wars and everything. Then we had a 2 out of 3 falls match. No title. Averno versus Mistico. It's about 75%. It's a pretty good match. But again, I wonder if Averno knows the KKK hates Mexicans. Because he was once again dressed like a Grand Wizard of the KKK. Not in the match, but to the ring. It's very good stuff here. Lots of high flying, crazy shit from Mexico. Mistico. Averno was really good. He countered lots of the high flying moves and the power moves, which is refreshing. I like this match. Yeah, again, strong 75%. Then we had the main event. This is more like the Japanese main event. The last one was the Mexican one. This proves that the Japanese and the Irish and Canadian are better than the Mexicans at wrestling. No racism. This is for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Ibushi Kota and Kenny Omega, Golden Lovers, best name ever, versus Apollo 55, a team of Taguchi, Ryusuke, and Prince Devitt. This is an amazing match. All 4 men were just killing it. Perfect length. Lots of people say I went too short. I say, fuck them. Not every match has 20 false finishes. Yeah, everyone looked good. I give this 93%. Now, there was an aftermath, an appearance by Taka Michinoku where he challenged Prince Devitt for the IWGP Junior title. He said something, "I'll kick your ass, motherfucker," or something in English. It was pretty funny. Overall, I give the show Ooh, 8 out of 10, maybe 8.25 out of 10. If you want a totally different experience than the norm, these are the shows to watch, especially night 2, but watch both. Just makes more sense that way. Yeah, I highly recommend checking out both. Until next time, I don't have a gimmick.